Hello, this is Tim Parkinson from Nebula Cloud. This is the fourth video in the series that I've been doing on my Raspberry Pi 3, which I purchased a few weeks ago. So the last time I did a video, it was the basics of the tweet monitor that I'd created and built. So it has come on a little bit since then, and what I now have done is I've modified and made some modifications physically and also to the code. So the code now automatically runs so that when you power the Raspberry Pi up, you don't have to log into the console to execute the code. Just power it up and it runs automatically. The other thing that I have now done is I have put it into a case with some more obvious lights. So I've actually used this from, well, it was in my cupboard somewhere. I think it was originally from B&Q. It's 5 volts, 4.5 volts and 200 milliamps, so it will run directly from the Raspberry Pi. So to show you the inside of this, let's take the back off. What is in here? There is the controls for the light itself. Also in here you have obviously the Raspberry Pi with all its connections, and there is USB power, and the only thing that's missing is the battery, which is on charge. So let's put that down for a second. Take the battery off charge. So all I now need to do is plug the battery in, and with a little bit of jiggling around, I should be able to get this closed. Now what happens with this now is the Raspberry Pi itself is configured to connect to my Wi-Fi at home, and it should now boot up, and it's still programmed to listen out to tweets from POTUS, which is the President of the United States Twitter feed. So yeah, unfortunately it's Donald Trump, but it's something that there are lots of tweets for. So I'm guaranteed to get some tweets when I'm demonstrating it. Obviously once it's complete, I can then adjust it to monitor anything that I like. So I'm just going to put a couple of screws in there just to hold it. Now that is basically it. So reflection there. So that should be the Raspberry Pi now booting, and hopefully in a few seconds, here we go, you can now see it's flashing. So each time now there is a tweet with POTUS, President of the United States of America, it makes the lights flash. So people will say, yeah, well, it's just making, the lights are just flashing with no reason. So I can now log into my Raspberry Pi. Let me just get logged in. I'll show you. Put that down for a second. Okay. So what you can see now is, I'll spin you around to my screen. That is me telnetted into the Raspberry Pi. You can see now that there are tweets coming through, and in theory it should match up. So if I put that below, get it right, it kind of works. It's kind of in time, I think. So the other thing I can prove is if I pop that down, if I now drop out of that, you can see that that's now stopped. If I run it again, oops, I don't want to reboot it. Should be that one. Here we go. You can now see it's flashing in time with the tweets. that's basically it. So this device now runs autonomously, so it's connected to my Wi-Fi. There's no cables, there's nothing. All it's got, self-contained power running off a USB phone charger battery pack. And that's basically it. So next thing I'm going to be doing is hopefully putting a web interface on this, so that at the minute you have to telnet in and make changes, which isn't particularly user friendly. What I will be doing is putting a web interface on it so that you can just go to the address of the Raspberry Pi and you can alter the tweet that you're looking for, and also you can make other modifications like changing the Wi-Fi username and password and things like that. Okay, thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next video. This has been Tim Parkinson from Nebula Cloud, www.nebulacloud.co.uk, and you can also find us on Twitter at Nebula Cloud UK, and you can find us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Nebula Cloud. Thanks so much. Bye bye.